As a photographer, God's light in Southern California is something unlike I've ever seen on planet Earth. There's a beauty about it, especially in the afternoon, that is so pretty. What the fossil record does do is to force us to contemplate our place on the planet. We are but one species of several hominids that inhabited planet Earth, and like our distant cousins who went extinct fairly recently, our time on planet Earth is also finite. I still remember my dismay in the summer of 2007 when, for the first time in the history of planet Earth, America's share of auto production dropped below 50%. After living and working in Milan and Paris, I arrived in New York City 20 years ago, and I saw both the joys and the hardships of daily life. On July 28, 2006, I was very proud to become a citizen of the United States, the greatest privilege on planet Earth. My goal? To test out every diet and exercise regimen on planet Earth and figure out which work best. I sweated, I cooked, I learned to pole dance. In the end, I lost weight, lowered my cholesterol and doubled my energy level. I feel better than I ever have. Planet Earth is estimated to have a lifetime of 9 billion years. And we're right smack in the middle of our lifetime. We've been in the universe for 4.5 billion years. So, that should mean something. We should sort of take a look at where we came from and where we are going. I think the human race doesn't have a future if we don't go into space. We need to expand our horizons beyond planet Earth if we are to have a long-term future. At its core, HP has the best technologists on the planet Earth. Hello from above our magnificent planet Earth. There are two kinds of individuals on planet Earth who do not have beards, women and youth. Once the people of planet Earth are all hanging out together online in a virtual world without any borders, I think it could change social networking, entertainment and even politics. There's no way to play it cool when you meet Paul McCartney. You just start sweating, you trip over your words. Everyone kind of reverts back to being a 10-year-old girl. You can't help it. He's one of the only people on planet Earth that everyone knows who he is. Everyone. We must strive to encourage East and West not only to move towards each other but also to encourage them to find a new philosophy. A philosophy which will serve as a tool determining the future of planet Earth, our common and only shelter. I've always resented the force of attraction that traps me here on planet Earth. It makes me feel like a bug stuck to a piece of duct tape. Ever since my teenage years, when I used to read a lot of science fiction and took it much too seriously, I've dreamed of somehow reaching escape velocity. I am, you might say, anti-gravity. We love our planet Earth. We should. It is our home, and there's no place like home. There can't ever be a better place than Earth. If incredible creatures like sharks can exist, why not Bigfoot? When I look at sharks, they're the most terrifying, monstrous, dinosaur-like things. To this day, I'm so fascinated by them and can't get my head around how they are on planet Earth at all. I make my life with New York stage actors, and I love them. They're the best actors on planet Earth. Will Smith is the most successful money-making movie star on planet Earth. In terms of just how many people have gone to see his films, so Will is a guy who gets movies made. The Clintons want to do big worthy things, but they also want to squeeze money from rich people wherever they live on planet Earth, insatiably gobbling up cash for politics and charity and themselves from the same incestuous swirl. I'm a person who likes to hang out. I would never go on a blind date. That sounds like the most uncomfortable thing on the planet Earth. It's like, hi, nice to meet you. So, what kind of music do you like? Date ended. I believe that if today's youth work together raising our collective voice, we can affect the positive environmental change that planet Earth needs so desperately. I was brought up to understand that we are all here on planet Earth together. Natural disasters in Bolivia have been getting worse with the passage of time. It's brought about by a system, the capitalist system, the unbridled industrialization of the resources of the planet Earth. When people initially think of the term space archaeologist, they think, oh, it's someone who uses satellites to look for alien settlements on Mars or in outer space. But the opposite is true, we're actually looking for evidence of past human life on planet Earth. I think my level of fame will drop back down. I think it'll recede. In fact, I know it will. That's life on planet Earth, and I'm okay with that. Besides getting tables at restaurants and special treatment at the airport, what else is there? What if an asteroid were to strike planet Earth? What could we possibly do to prevent it? However many guys we have working on this problem, it can't possibly be enough. Watching sunrise and sunset from space, which is a beautiful sight, has been a personal privilege I have attained while being there. Another reflection from within I felt was that there was nothing which was neither visible and nor with a supportive environment as to how planet Earth is. I believe alien life is quite common in the universe, although intelligent life is less so. Some say it has yet to appear on planet Earth. Here men from the planet Earth first set foot upon the moon. July 1969 AD. We came in peace for all mankind. The domesticated chicken is probably the most widespread bird in the annals of planet Earth. If you measure success in terms of numbers, chickens, cows and pigs are the most successful animals ever. We can pay the ecological debt by changing economic models, and by giving up luxury consumption, setting aside selfishness and individualism, and thinking about the people and the planet Earth. This planet Earth, the act of putting a roof over our heads, our flesh and blood existence, it's all very temporary. No matter what your age, gender, politics, nationality, social or financial standing, every single person inhabiting the planet Earth has the same reaction to him. Holy crap, Buzz Aldrin, you went to the moon. I put up my thumb and it blotted out the planet Earth. Personally, I do not know whether humankind is alone in this vast universe, but I do know that we should cherish our existence on this precious speck of matter, the greatest gift that could be bestowed upon us. For all practical purposes, there is only one planet Earth. I'm in a complete state of panic before I begin something because I'm sure that it's going to be a complete disaster. I'm going to do a worse job than anybody could ever imagine anybody doing on the planet Earth. Temptation is just the feeling that you're the most independent person on planet Earth, that you know everything. That's something that we all go through as a kid. Now, this lifestyle that I'm in, the same thing exists, but it's 10 times worse, because everything is at my disposal. When you're in the limelight, you can get anything you want. Our astronauts, when they go orbiting around the Earth, they actually come back slightly younger than a twin that they would have on the planet Earth who was stationary. This is called the twin paradox. Mars, we know, was once wet and warm. Was it home to life? And what can living and learning to work on its rust-colored surface teach us about the future of our own planet, Earth? Answering those mysteries may hold the key to our future. The planet Earth, though not threatened with destruction by man-made global warming, is by no means indestructible. There are many unpredictable events within our solar system, and still more outside it, that could make Earth uninhabitable by humans. In a sense, each of us is an island. In another sense, however, we are all one. For though islands appear separate, and may even be situated at great distances from one another, they are only extrusions of the same planet, Earth. Because of Hubble and other telescopes, we've now discovered that there are probably planets around every star, or virtually every star. There are solar systems around most stars. And the fact that we're here on a planet, Earth, means that it's likely there's lots of other Earths out there. Salvation cannot be bought with the currency of obedience, it is purchased by the blood of the Son of God. Thinking that we can trade our good works for salvation is like buying a plane ticket and then supposing we own the airline, or thinking that after paying rent for our home, we now hold title to the entire planet Earth. The Democratic Party is always going to be the party of civil rights and fairness. Everybody gets an equal, fair shot at the American dream. And we're going to be the party that really fights to protect planet Earth, enjoy whatever time we're going to get. Of all celestial bodies within reach or view, as far as we can see, out to the edge, the most wonderful and marvelous and mysterious is turning out to be our own planet Earth. There is nothing to match it anywhere, not yet anyway. If you think about it, critics are an unnecessary life form on the planet Earth, and here's why, because it's a job without credentials. You don't have to go to school. Planet Earth was such an extraordinary series, and the making of is fascinating. The creatures and stories behind the camera are just as fascinating as those in front. It's a bit of a dream come true to be a part of the team in some small way. I think if you're a regular viewer of Fox News, you're among the most cynical people on planet Earth. I cannot think of a more cynical slogan than fair and balanced. I cannot possibly conceive of my planet Earth as the center of a three-tiered universe. I know rather that the Sun, around which my planet Earth revolves, is a middle-sized star in a galaxy called the Milky Way that has over 100 billion other suns or stars within it. No one on the planet Earth is going to be able to look at me on television and say that I'm a liar. It will not happen. Visit our website for more quotes, quoting.com.